Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all well and having a really great week so far. As you've probably gathered from the title of the video, I've decided to go on a makeup no-buy this year. So today's video is going to be a bit of an introduction to that, and we're going to be talking about the rules that I've given myself, the reasons behind wanting to do the no-buy, and also my goals for doing it. So grab yourself a drink, get comfy, and let's get into the video. Let's talk about the rules. So first things first, I'm only going to be including makeup products in this no-buy. I have decided to exclude skincare, hair care and body care from this, and that is really because I don't think that I over purchase products in these areas. I tend to only buy what I really need and what I'm going to use. I am going to give myself a little bit of flexibility because this is something that I want to do and it shouldn't feel like a punishment. I think if the rules are too rigid, then it's going to feel like a real hard slog to get through the year. So for that reason, if I fully use up a product, I will give myself the option to repurchase it like for like. But before I do buy another one, I will be looking into my collection to see if there's something else that I can use instead. Those are my no-buy rules. Short and sweet, I know, but I don't think it hurts to keep things simple sometimes. Before we move on to the reasons behind me wanting to do this journey, I just want to say that I don't think buying makeup's bad. If you're not in the space where you want to do a no-buy, then how you spend your money is 100% your business. If you are watching and you're considering doing a no-buy, or maybe you've already decided to do one, that's great. But if you're not in that space, that's fine too. There's no judgment here. I just think going on a no-buy is the right thing for me to do at the moment with where I'm at in my life, and I'm just sharing that with you. I'm not trying to steer you in either direction. The first reason I want to do this is just the size of my makeup collection. So I would say that I have always had a little bit more makeup than the average person because this is a passion and an interest for me. However, my collection has definitely grown a lot over the last couple of years, and we'll get into that a little bit more later in the video. But I did a massive makeup organisation over the Christmas break, and I was really shocked to see how much makeup I did actually have. I think that I'd got over 500 items in my collection. Now, I know that that is going to be really relative. It depends on your situation, what job you do, etc. To some people that is going to sound like a crazy amount of makeup, and to others it might be like hardly anything at all. But for me personally, what I use makeup for, that is too much. So I do want to work on reducing the amount of products that I'm carrying at home. The second reason is the value. So over Christmas I was watching quite a lot of videos from Whitney Hedrick's channel. She did a makeup no-buy in 2019 and she did make some quite interesting videos. Although her reason behind wanting to do it is quite different to mine, one thing that I did take away was that she suggested calculating the value of your makeup collection. And I did that, and oh my god, I was shocked. If I was to repurchase everything in my current makeup collection, it would cost me £12,000. I was beyond horrified. I was shocked and horrified, and what the voice, my inner voice, it was like, you know, Peter McAllister at the end of Home Alone 2 when he gets Kevin's room service bill. That is what my inner voice was like. It was like, Emma, you spent £12,000 on makeup! Like, I just couldn't believe it. But you're not going out and dropping £2,000 on some makeup in Selfridges. Well, I'm not anyway. I think because you're buying these things little and often, you just don't realise how much money is actually tied up in these products, and it just builds up over a period of time. Now, I know that I didn't spend the full £12,000 on this makeup because I've definitely purchased makeup when it's been on sale or special offer. I've got matte lipsticks through the Back to Matte recycling programme, but even so, it's probably between 10 to 12k, which is far too much in my opinion, for me personally. So now that I know the value of my current collection, when I'm looking online at all these beautiful makeup releases or these products that I haven't tried, I'm now thinking to myself, do I really need this stuff, and can I justify spending more money on makeup when I've got at least 10k's worth of products already? And in truth, the answer is no. The third reason is that makeup expires. I know in my current collection there is going to be products in there that have already expired, and I think that the biggest offender is going to be lipsticks. I will be doing a separate declutter video where I'm going to go through my whole collection, pick out what's expired, stuff that I just don't use or it's dried out, just doesn't work, and I'm going to total up how much that declutter is worth, because that's what really hits home to me. That is basically money that I have pretty much set fire to because I've bought the stuff and I haven't got the use out of it. If you go out and drop £120 on a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, and I don't have one myself but I just know they're expensive so I'm using it as an example, but you love that palette, you use it all the time, you get so much enjoyment from it, you hit pan on the shadows, then in my mind that's money well spent because you've got your money's worth from that product. However, if you buy it and use it twice, it gets stuck in a drawer and forgotten about and it expires, then that's just a waste, and that could relate to anything. This is what I need to get better at, is being more selective about the products that I'm buying, making sure that I am going to get the use out of them. The fourth reason is buying makeup for YouTube content. I know that I've got a lot of things in my collection that I've either never used or I've used once and never again, and that is mainly because of buying for YouTube content. There's so many makeup brands out there now, and these brands are constantly coming out with new products. It feels like there's new releases every single week, if not every single day. Now, in some ways this is fantastic because as consumers we've never had so much choice. But for me personally, I feel like by the time I've uploaded a video on a product review or a 5 looks 1 palette, I'm then on to the next product launch before I've had a chance to revisit that first item and really enjoy using that product. Some of the makeup in my collection has never been used, and that's because I bought it with the intention of doing a review video on my channel and I just haven't got round to it. Now, whether that was due to work commitments, family commitments, not feeling well, not being asked, I couldn't tell you, but the result is the video didn't get made. So this is something else that I did take away from Whitney's video, and if I can find it I will link it in the description box below because there are some quite thought-provoking things in there. But she was saying how stupid it is to buy makeup to create YouTube content because there's no guarantee that that's a good strategy to grow your YouTube channel, and maybe she's right. It's definitely not a good strategy in my situation if you're buying things and never making the video in the first place. So that's something that I do want to step away from and not do this year. Well, I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm on my no buy, so I won't be tempted to buy those new releases. And the fifth and final reason, and arguably the most important, is that I just want to really enjoy the makeup that I already have. I was fortunate enough to be able to try a lot of new products last year, but I do have some really lovely things in my collection already. Some of the things you guys will already have in your makeup bags at home. So I will still be doing product reviews, but they will not be product reviews on new releases. And who said the best stuff is the new stuff? There are some really good Holy Grail products that have been around for years, and that could be what you've been searching for. So I think that playing with my makeup more, creating looks, that's what I enjoy doing, but also it will give me a chance to really get to know these products, so when I am making the recommendations they're not going to be necessarily from first impressions. First impression videos are fun, I enjoy watching them myself, but there's lots of other YouTubers who create that type of content. For me, I want it to be more about inspiring you to use makeup that you already have, maybe giving a different take on how to use a palette, because I'm sure that we've all got things in our drawers already that we can use without needing to spend hundreds of pounds on new stuff. So my goals for this year in terms of my makeup no buy. So firstly, I want to go the whole 12 months and I want to be able to stick to my rules. I'm also going to be doing a project pan, and there will be a video fairly soon after this one's uploaded to talk about that, but I think that will help focus my attention on some of the products in my collection, and I will get familiar with those products and maybe enjoy using them more. As we've already touched on, I want to do more product reviews, 5 looks 1 palette, maybe Charlotte Tilbury videos, you guys seem to enjoy those, favourites videos, get ready with me's, and I do want to also include more lifestyle videos into my channel as well. These are all things that I'm interested in, that I want to share with you, and hopefully you guys will also enjoy watching. But above all, I want you guys to maybe be inspired to use some of the makeup that you already have, and not feel that pressure to constantly buy all of the new releases all the time. Some of them fine, like I'm sure there'll be some fantastic stuff released this year, and I'll be itching to buy them and try them myself. If you have decided to do a makeup no-buy of your own this year, then let me know in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear what your rules are and how long you're going to do it for. That's everything for today's video, guys. A bit of a different one to start the new year, but I'm really excited for 2021, and I think that I've got some great content coming for you. If you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I would love to have you back and join our family. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you on my next one.